So before we get this video underway, I want to acknowledge the elephant in the room here, and the fact is, this isn't the craziest thing to happen on the RV this week. Just a few days ago, a member of the RV named RV Andy, he straight up OD'd. Like he's all right now. He left the RV, he flew home, he's in rehab right now, but like live on camera, you saw this dude's blue face and all. It was a pretty fucked up scene. I gotta be honest with y'all, it was not something that's like, man, like this is some good content tonight. It was just more of like, oh, man, this is getting pretty hardcore. And I really wanted to make a video on that, but then again, YouTube's not gonna like me showing some kid literally overdosing on the screen. However, a compilation of this event is documented on Bacon Cupboard's channel. I'll link it down in the description below. Go show him love. Go show him some subs and all. This is another place I go when I want to see what's going on with the RVs. But, another channel who will be down in the description below. The channel is called IRL Moments, and they put together a great compilation of clips describing what we are going to be looking at today. And that is another situation that happened where ONLYUSEmeBLADE and his wife traveled to the RV just to basically do what Blade does every night, but do it with a different backdrop. He usually just sits in his own RV, gets blackout drunk, and that's that, and his wife has to take care of him. And I think that's what he expected to do here. He was going to get drunk, and his wife would have to take care of him. But in the end, it looks like his wife was taken care of by somebody else. Now, Blade and his wife, if you don't know who they are, ONLYUSEmeBLADE is a streamer who's a former big-time Call of Duty YouTuber who now just sits around, gets trashed, and his wife is, she seems pretty flirty with some other dudes, if I'm not gonna lie. And this situation right here was real, had to be a real awkward situation to be Blade, because I don't really know how to sum this up other than they're drinking, Blade goes out for some IRL, and while it's happening, his wife starts getting real touchy with Chicken Andy. And so Blade gets back, he's drinking more and more, and then, out of nowhere, his wife just decides, Chicken Andy's back on the bed, I'm gonna go to the back of the RV and go lay down with him. Now, like, first off, if that's your girl, if that's your man, your girl who's gonna go, it doesn't matter who it is, if you're gonna go back while your significant other is just sitting right there and go lay in bed with another person, that's already the biggest type of red flag you can look at. Now, Chicken Andy and Blade are pretty good friends, Blade looks at it as, I built your streaming career, and to be fair, he probably did, no one really, a lot of people can tell you who ONLYUSEmeBLADE is, not many people can tell you who Chicken Andy is, but, Blade's wife definitely is invested in this dude, and so he's like Blade's wife's like pushing 40, like maybe even over 40, and Chicken Andy's like 22, so she's got her priorities right, But as I said, Blade goes out, he's making some quote-unquote content, he's really just moping around the streets, just waiting to go back to the RV, and when he gets back there, like I said, Chicken's in the back, laying down, his girl decides to go back, and Salmon Andy, someone who Blade absolutely hates, and you can't blame Blade for hating this Salmon Andy guy, because just a few months ago, Salmon went on stream and was like, when you and your girl were first talking, she was trying to fuck me, so this dude's always trying to get involved in Blade's relationship. So here, I feel like they notice that they have a drunk Blade on their hands, and they can kind of just do whatever they want, but it's a real awkward situation. I feel like I'm not doing any of this justice, and I've been rambling on for about 4 minutes, so I think it's best for me to just show you how the night went from here.
Yo, you need some help back here? Here, boy, take your cigarette, dude. You need a cigarette, dude.
No, I need a cigarette right now. I need a cigarette right now, dude.
God, it is.
Alright, get the out of here! No, get out of here!
Hey, where's Beck at?
Don't worry about Beck, she's getting it! She's getting it, Bob! Back up! 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 Back up, Patty! Back up, Patty! Hey, Beck, let's go, dude! Beck, hey, there is no Beck tonight. You should go home. Beck is talking to a real man. Don't. You alright, Blade? No, that's f***ed up, dude. That's f***ed up, dude. Back up, dude. Scram, dude. Back, we gotta go, dude.
So Blade's wife is in the back laying down with Chicken Andy, and Mondo, Salmon Andy, he's really trying his hardest to try to get in there and try to, you know, be the third wheel, try to make Blade feel jealous. And it's some really weak shit when you consider Mondo never does this stuff when Blade's sober, but he just waits till Blade's drunk and starts pushing him around like that. The dude Salmon Andy is the worst. He's the one who started that fire that we covered a couple weeks ago. But once Blade notices that Salmon Andy is about to make his way back to the bedroom too, Blade immediately jumps and springs to life and starts saying that, oh, we gotta go home, we gotta go home. He does this all the time, by the way. He gets really drunk, things start to get funny, and then he's like, alright, come on, let's go home. Like, as soon as the shit's about to really start getting funny and content's supposed to happen, Blade just asks his wife if they can go home almost every single time he's on stream. Every time stuff gets good, Blade's immediately trying to run to the hills and go back home. But, you know, you didn't really get to see a good clip right there of what was going on back in the bedroom. And it's clear that these two aren't all over each other yet. But like I said, just imagine your wife is sitting back there, laying on the bed with one dude with another Salmon Andy just creeping over her. So, you know, you haven't seen anything yet, but let's look into it further and see how everyone else reacted in this situation and how they treated Blade.
Hibiscus, sunflower, blossom,
Kiss Suck it in more.
love letter.
Suck it, Dad. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
What's going on?
Hey, what's going on? Hey, Beck's not in here, dude.
Oh, okay.
Just
She
figure it
left?
out.
She already left?
Yeah, dude, she's never lived here, dude.
Oh.
Get out.
Alright, dude. Have a good night.
Thanks, man.
Alright, man.
See, now this is just getting more and more sad as it goes along. Because you see at first there that Mondo goes back and he's looking at them and they're just sitting in bed laughing, you know, cuddling up. It's just a kind of weird thing to do when your husband's right there. And Blade, being the fool he is, just decides, all right, well, I'm packing up my stuff and I'm leaving because we're getting out of here. When in reality, that's not at all what's happening. And Blade, he just assumes, you know, oh, well, I'm drunk, you know, it's time for me to go, I don't like this situation. His wife is loving this situation. And you can see he's stumbling out of the RV and all that, goes over to the car, thinks he's waiting for his girl, thinks she's already in the car. And then the dude Tone, another streamer on there, Tone, runs up to the window, puts the camera in Chicken's face, and let me just tell you something right here. Let me tell you the truth. These people aren't friends. It's clear that they're not actual friends. They're just doing this to try to make money. If this was my friend group and I saw like one of my boys doing this to another one of my boys, I would have slapped the dog shit out of Chicken Andy. Like before he could even crack a smirk. I'm dead ass with that one. And I say Chicken specifically because of that reaction he gave there, the, oh no, she was never even here, dude, what are you talking about? It's like, aha, you know, real clever, bud. But to be fair, is this like Chicken's blame? Like, is he to blame? Of course, he's part of the blame, but all the blame here, all the scrutiny should go all towards Blade's fiancé. I keep calling her Blade's wife. I apologize for that. It's his fiancé, you know? So I guess that makes it a little bit better. She's the one all over Chicken. Granted, Chicken is feeding her shots all night, getting her trashed, but, I mean, I could be trashed as hell. I'm never gonna cheat on Miss Smokey. It's that simple, you know? And the fact that this motherfucker will do it right in front of her fiancé, it's just like, dude, how do you sleep at night with this shit? And you know what? Just wait till later in the video, because I bet you can tell where this is gonna go, like in the aftermath, like how everything's gonna be reacted to and all that. But when you see the way his wife reacts to this situation, or his fiance reacts to this situation, it just makes you kind of want to be sickened by this woman. She's just, you can tell she's the worst. And Blade's really not that much better, but just, man, like, just wait till later. But let's jump back into it and see what's happening now on the stream.
Come on, back up, RB.
I tried.
Hey, baby. Hi, where you at? Can you come back to the car? Really? Come back here, baby. Go back, RB, dude. We gotta go home. Beck, we gotta go home. Beck, we gotta go home.
Oh my God, Blade.
What's going on?
Chill the Go.
Stop.
What's happening?
We're trying to sleep, dude. F off.
Like, literally.
What is going on?
We're going home, dude. Beck.
Dude, let her be. She's trying to fucking sleep.
Shut the
dude.
f up,
She's
dude.
trying to sleep.
Shut the
dude.
f up. She's not trying to sleep.
She's trying to sleep. Beck, are you trying
Beck,
to sleep or what?
Beck, are you trying to sleep or are you trying to go home? Beck, let's go home.
You can't drive, dude.
No, I can drive. Let's
You
go.
can't.
No, you can't drive either.
You're a piece of shit, dude.
So let's get this straight right here, and let's look at the most pathetic situation I've ever seen in my life. You got Blade standing out front, basically calling his wife and saying like, "Oh, come on, let's go," and she just tells him on the phone, "I'm not leaving." And he's just kind of like, "Really? All right, I guess we're going back into the RV." And when he goes back into the RV, he's greeted with the sight of his wife laying in bed in between Chicken Andy and Mondo. I'm pretty sure she's slept with Mondo in the past, and she's trying to hook up with Chicken now. And Blade's just standing there so timidly saying, "Baby, let's go home, baby, I'm trying to go home." Like, dude, this is just, like, what? Like, how did it get to this point? First off, like, I'm just at a loss for words. Like, I'm really at a, like, Blade just sits there and just accept this at this point, you know? The other guys, Mondo and Chicken, the attitudes they got, like, the dude, let her sleep. Like, what are you doing? Like acting like he's the one that's like, "Oh, man, you're crazy for feeling, like, annoyed by this. Why aren't you just let your wife lay in bed between us?" Like, you know, it's like, come on, like, stop being fucking assholes. But at the same time, his wife, you can finally see her get out of bed in a little bit, and it's not really like she was that tired to begin with, because she's about to start drinking all over again. It's clear, like I said, that she's just, her and Blade have a weird relationship, you know? She's got kids, like kids who I'm pretty sure live, I don't know if they live exactly on the RV with her. I don't think anymore, because they traveled somewhere else. Not on that specific RV, on an RV with Beck and Blade alone. But, you know, this is a mom who's on camera here just completely disrespecting her fiancé. And it's not, like I said, it's not the only time she's ever really shown skepticism about her relationship with Blade. It's kind of more of a, like I've seen clips of her, like, basically saying, like, yeah, no, like, sometimes I'm really, like, hurt by all, like, how bad he destroys his life, which, I mean, is right. It's totally right. He's totally doing that. I saw a clip the other day of them yelling at Chicken Andy on stream and saying, "Oh, you're out of the will, you're out of the will." Basically meaning, because they all know Blade's probably not got a lot of time left. She's just with him for that reason alone. It's quite obvious. So, I mean, look at this situation right here. If she really fucking loved Blade, she wouldn't be doing this shit right now. Drunk or not, your fiance's right the fuck there. But it's just sad, man, because Blade just sits here and just doesn't know what to do. Like, he can't fathom this. And I mean, who would be able to? But at the same time, it's just like, dude, like, just do fucking something, man. That's your fiance right there. But he's just gonna keep sitting here and getting disrespected. Blade's a pretty weak dude. Blade's a pretty weak dude, I'm not gonna lie, but this is a situation that I don't think him, well, maybe him, maybe he expected this sometime, but most normal people don't ever have to be in this situation anyway. The one point that's being made that's 100% right, however, is they can't go anyway. Blade is trashed, Beck is trashed, Blade wants out of this situation so bad that he's saying, no, I'm fine, I'll drive, and it's like, no, you really should just stay there, stay put, but, you know, maybe not in between two dudes on the bed, but, you know, Blade can't just say that. He just gotta say, "Beck, can we just go, dude? Can we just go? I'll drive, dude. I'll get out of here, dude."
Come on, Beck. Come on, let's go.
Wait, are you okay?
Beck, let's go
What's
home.
going on?
Dude, she can't drive. You're putting her in danger, dude.
No, I can drive.
You can't.
No, you can't.
He says he can
Beck,
drive.
do not go in
You
the
can't
car.
drive.
Beck.
No one's
I'm not
driving.
gonna go. I'm not going. We can't drive.
Y'all can have the background.
Can I go pee?
Yeah, you can pee.
Huh?
You're home. You're not sleeping back under these dudes.
What a man Blade is. Waits till she's out of bed with them to say, "You're not sleeping back there with them too."
We're really not going right now, baby.
No, oh, she getting close with it. She
don't want to go any place. She wants to stay with us.
No. Yo, Blade hears me go, "She getting," and he's like, "I'm awake now."
You good? You're good?
Don't pee.
Alright, element OP. Alright, get comfy. You good? Alright.
So after telling Blade that she's too drunk to drive and she's too sleepy to do anything else, she goes back and just starts slugging some alcohol. And you can see Blade's trying to fake sleep. He's trying to sit there and just trying to act like, all right, I'm just going to let all this go away. But the second he hears those bottles clinking, he springs to action. And then he retreats to the car, where he will remain for most of the night. Now, this move right here is probably what put the big nail in the coffin for Blade and his wife doing this, because now he's just out of the picture. Like, he's gone. She can just do whatever. And yeah, it's on camera, but to these people, their whole lives are on camera, so I don't even think they think about that. It's amazing to think like that. Like, oh my god, my husband's gone, I can get away with this. Cool. It's not like there's 1,000 people watching me on a camera right now. Like, how I don't get this. I don't get, like, the clips are all gonna be sent to him in the morning. But we'll see what, like I said, just wait for it, because you know how Blade's going to react to this situation. You see how, like, weakly he's reacted to this so far. Just wait until you hear his rebuttal on this whole situation come tomorrow.
Take it.
I can't take you home yet.
Yo, Blade, we're busy. Talk to you later.
Oh, no.
That's the only way to get him back in here.
Mondo, where are you gonna live with me when he kicks
Wherever you
me
want.
out?
I'll take you anywhere you want.
Really?
I mean, that wasn't my hand for the remote.
Oh my.
Really?
Wet.
It's hell wet.
No, it's not.
Oh my god, really?
Oh my god. Let's go check up on Blade.
You a big
Here, bro, these-
Now, I want y'all to watch this next part carefully. We're gonna stop the footage, but Tone goes out to quote-unquote check on Blade alongside Beck and Chicken. But what does Tone catch on camera? Do you see that right in the corner there? I don't know. It looks oddly to me like that's Chicken and Beck. That's just them getting some more alone time together right near the car that Blade is currently sleeping in. It's up to you guys to decide whether that is them two making out, but I mean, it doesn't seem like it could be anything else. Now, if you want to know, the excuse Chicken is using is that they were walking back to the RV and Beck slipped and fell and Chicken caught her. So, that's probably the more likely reason. All those leaves out there look a bit slippery, and I'm going to take Chicken's word for it. He probably wasn't hooking up with Beck. All these other things were just massive coincidences. So obviously, a lot of people were asking about this issue when this happened. So many people wanted to know, how is Blade gonna react to this? Like, are they gonna break up after this? Is Blade gonna show up and really call out Chicken, which we know he wasn't gonna do? It was pretty quiet after this happened. No one went live, no one said anything, and then eventually when they did go live, Chicken just would say, all right, fine, I'll call Blade, because his entire chat is just saying, we don't want to donate unless you call Blade. And then there are these losers in his chat who just donate and like, here, listen to this song. Like, imagine donating to this dude, just giving him your money just to listen to music, or just giving him his money in general. Like, why would you ever give money to these people? But people are saying call Blade, and he doesn't call Blade. But you know who does call Blade? Well, two people did, and the second one might surprise you. But the first one is Gucci's, another girl in the RV. Now, Gucci's was pissed about this whole situation because she hooks up with Chicken Andy. And it's clear she wants to be his girl, but he's just not having it. Mostly because I think he's like 22 and she's almost 30. Like I said, it's the same thing with Beck. All these older women are going for Chicken Andy. Just go, wow, what a type you have. That just sucks. But it's not like it's just Chicken, though. Both Beck and Gucci's have slept with both Sam and Andy and Blade. The Gucci's and Blade one's a longer story that we don't have time to get into today. But Gucci's decided to call Blade the next day because Blade hasn't been live since the situation happened. I'll tell you exactly how Blade's gonna cope with this. He was probably trying to just stay low and not talk to anybody, and then he got dragged into these phone calls on live streams. You'll see that because it's just people streaming who call Blade, and he seems to be very caught off guard by it. Now, the Blade way of doing things, I think the last time this happened, it was what I brought up earlier. Sam and Andy put out a video where he was saying, like, bro, I was talking to your girl while y'all were together and all this shit. And then Blade just doesn't go live for days. And when he does go live, he acts like nothing ever happened and just ignores it. And that's what's probably going to try to happen here. You're probably not going to see Blade live for a little while, and then he'll come back and act like this situation never even happened. It's what the RV people did when friggin' the fire got started last week. It's also what they did when when the OD happened. They literally gave RV Andy a send-off, like a monologue and shit, just to be like, alright guys, I'm out of here. So that time they were honest, but yeah, we're going to look and see what Blade told Gucci's, because it really gives you insight into the mindset of old Blade over there, and eventually his wife, because you'll see that she's just the fucking worst.
Wanted to see how you're processing everything.
It is what it is, but we'll be good though. So.
You guys are gonna work it out.
We already got it, so honestly, Beck should have left me a long time ago for some of the fucking shit I did. I'm 99% sure that nothing besides just like a kiss happened, but she's out of my league. You know what I mean? She's fucking normal and nice and all this other kind of shit.
Are you fucking kidding me? Like, you knew this was gonna happen. If you know Blade, you knew this was gonna happen. But just hearing him say it is just come on, man. Like, how do you... She literally did you so dirty last night. Just wanted you to scurry back to the car and stay there. Let Mondo fucking just rip the phone out of her hand when she would call you. Didn't even do nothing about it. Let this dude slap her ass. Hooked up with Chicken Andy. But, you know, she's so out of your league. And you've done so much worse and all this stuff. And it's just like, oh, dude, like any person, any man, woman, doesn't matter who, with a little bit of self-respect would have realized, fuck that, and left this situation right then and there. And it's like, I'm not trying to get into this right now, but it's like, Blade, of course, most women are out of Blade's league. But Beck, his wife Beck, is like, she looks like any mom. Like a 40-year-old mom who still thinks it's like the early 2000s. Like, that's what she reminds me of. And, you know, could Blade probably do better than her? Probably not, but, you know, the world's a weird place. Maybe. You know, maybe people are really into, like, maybe there's a woman out there, like a supermodel, who's really into leg holes. I don't know. I think Blade's right in the fact that it's not really worth it to try, because it may take a while, and with the lifestyle Blade lives, he may not have that type of time. It's like, do I understand where Blade's coming from his perspective? I mean, kind of, but from any normal, rational thinking person's perspective, it's like, dude, you drop that shit, because she clearly don't give no fucks about you. But at the same time, I don't think he gives any fucks about himself. That man just drinks and drinks and drinks and drinks all day long, knowing he can't. And it's like, it's something you can kind of laugh at, like, be like, oh man, that's sad. But at the same time, be like, oh man, that is sad. But Gucci's, as I brought up, was not the only person to call Blade, because Keemstar was doing his show the other night, and the chat was going nuts telling him to call Blade, call his former best friend, and he did, and Blade picked up, and Beck was there this time. And this call right here, this call is just, like, I think really just sums Beck up. I think it's just one of the worst. I've already said it, that she's the worst. Blade's just a weak man, but Beck, the way she acts, man, like, just wait till hear this one.
Hello?
Hello?
Blade, I am on... Blade, can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's up? I'm in the car.
Are you on the show?
Am I on the show?
Yeah, I'm live streaming right now, and we called you because there's people in the comments saying that you got cheated on.
No.
You didn't get cheated on?
I definitely did not get cheated on. I'm trying to figure out how to do internet stuff, stream stuff that doesn't involve drinking. My community's been pretty supportive of, like, my streams that no alcohol.
Okay, our chat is spamming us saying that you've been very unhealthy, and that, like, none of this is true, and they have some type of proof that your girl cheated. Like, what is this? Are you being trolled by a big group of people? Or is there a big people?
Yeah, always. That's this
Probably
community.
the IPT bullshit, you know? Like,
Oh.
ISIS, like, viewers and shit like that, you know?
Like, if he could get away from that, he would.
Yeah.
Would you let her like cheat though? Like, is that something that like you are sexually interested in?
No.
No, not at all.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Livestream fails. Livestream fails is saying that they have proof of you cheating on Blade, young lady.
Of course they do.
what are they talking about? What are they referencing?
Pull up
do you
the
know,
clip
Do you
here,
know
Chris.
what they're referencing?
They're talking about outside when Chicken came up to me and kissed me, but nothing else happened.
Wait a minute. You kissed another man. Did you kiss another man?
He kissed me and I kissed him. Yeah.
Okay, so that sounds like cheating. If Brantley kissed a man, would you consider that cheating, Keem?
Yes.
So let's just look at this fucking train wreck of a clip right here. Blade comes on, and the first thing he says is, "Oh, I definitely didn't get cheated on." He's trying to sound confident, but he sounds real. Like, you can tell it's the same weak Blade voice. The fact that he can just say that, like right next to his wife who cheated on him just last night, just shows, like, the state he's in. They then ask, like, you know, what's good with you, Blade? What have you been up to? And his wife chimes in, he's been getting healthy. Like, really? Like, no, the fuck he hasn't. Like, who? So she's trying to sway the conversation to somewhere else, so she doesn't have to talk about this, right? And they even bring up, the chat is saying right now, that's just a lie. That's just a lie. And they have the fucking nerve to say, yeah, it's that IP2 community trolling me. And his wife says, yeah, if he could get out of that community, he would. Like, you're gonna blame them for Blade being unhealthy and you cheating on him? It's all a big troll, right? How do these people just say this shit? Like, it's clear that they talk about this, say, all right, we'll say this if we get called out on it, and it's all just some bullshit. You can never get no honesty out of these people, because they know if they have to be honest, they have to admit that they're full of shit. And it's just, his wife comes on here and is so nonchalant about it, like it's no big deal, it's no big deal. And then when they finally get called out on it and say, hey, you know, this guy's saying we have proof of you kissing someone else, she's like, oh, of course they do, of course they do. As like, you know, oh, this happens all the time, she's thinking, you know, oh, all these people always make up all these lies and stuff. Well, then they bring up, did you actually kiss a guy? And she says, yeah. Like, that's it. That's the smoking gun right there. You kissed the dude. After you said all last night that all you did was trip and fell into him, all this shit where you guys went through all these stupid lies to try to cover it up, and now you just admit it here. Like, why would you trust these people for anything, especially if this is your fiance? And it's just, like I said, man, the fact that she just openly admits it, and then they say, oh, you know, it's not cheating, though. It's not cheating. It's 100% cheating. And the fact that you tried to cover it up with chicken all night last night shows that you had ill intentions even when you were doing it. Why Blade is still with this woman, I can tell you exactly why, because he's afraid that he won't be able to find anyone else. But it's a sad state of reality, because it really shows that she, at this point, realizes that, and she just thinks she can do whatever the fuck. Now, is this karma for Blade? Probably. He cheated with one of his biggest fans' wife on New Year's Eve, just with a kiss the one year, and it was, that was everywhere. Blade's done this to people before. Blade's groped a lot of women. Blade's done some really bad shit. Is this payback? Absolutely. It absolutely is. But at the same time, you know, like I said, this is, if his wife's doing this shit, you know, it's on him to stop being so weak and do something about it, but the man can't. He really can't. And it's, like I said, I don't feel bad for Blade, but it definitely is sad to see, because you just think, man, I don't know what I'd ever do if I was somehow in the shoes of that guy. And it just makes you thank God every night that you're not in those shoes, because it would just, it would be really hard to walk with all those leg holes. But that's the end of today's video, my friends, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. And, yeah, expect to see more coverage from these people as long as they keep on doing this dumb shit, and I expect it to happen in full force. I want to give shouts out to Vanessa, Club Doom, Cody Hale, the Ghostbusters fan, Scaly Schisms, Echo Spectre, Kaitan, the Night Owl, Pythea, Moochie, Grant M, Fiendland's Party Place, Churlish, Isaiah, Mick Surly, Trademark, Adrian Lara, Sky Fitzpatrick, Alright Stingy, Chris Chan's Fanta Bottle, Music Biz Marty's Bong, Cyrax's Stylus, Commander Louie, Brian 1, Akiba's Beat Fan, Gypsy Pauls, G-Man, Blake Austin, and Vaga, you guys are all goats. And anyone who made it to the end of this video, you guys are goats as well. Thank you all for all your support as always. You know, I love seeing the comments. I love seeing all the shit you guys have to say. And yeah, you know, I expect things to be even more fun from here going out. I got a lot of good videos in the works. And yeah, man, I'm just sitting back getting fried, and I hope you're doing the same. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I'll most likely see you tomorrow for another Chris Chan, Alec Benson Leary call, or another Cyrax video. So, you know, just take care, my friends, and have a good rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one.